How you doing? It's Dan McDonald here from regenerateyourlife.org. It's been a while since I've had a chance to connect. I've been super busy. I hope you enjoyed the seminar videos. I've still got a couple more actually that I'll be posting, but I wanted to talk to you about, I don't know what. I guess I was kind of inspired by this. Cucumber, celery, dill, and cilantro with a lemon and habanero thrown in it. Woo! Delicious and super nutritious, and the green juices are just going to save lives. Too many brothers and sisters don't know about the fresh living juices, the minerals, the vitamins, the antioxidants, and the hydrating properties. Now I'll tell you, you can't eat your way to health if your mind is messed up. And I want to tell you, I spent a lot of years focusing on the food. I'm glad I did. I learned a lot about human anatomy, physiology, and the different ways in order to cleanse yourself out so that your kidneys and liver and everything can get caught up. But if you don't have the right mind state of getting into that place where you feel worthy of being in a state of health, so if you have unconscious programming coming from the subconscious mind, which is all powerful, which will create that scenario in your life. So look at your belief systems. And how do you know what your belief systems are? You got to look at your life. What areas of your life are not as good as you want them to be? And if health is one of those, you need to look at your belief systems around health. Then you set these high intentions to lose the weight, get rid of the disease, clean up your skin, or get your energy back. And then you set those intentions, and then you go through the process of seeing, oh, I've got this belief, this belief, this belief, or I'm a little bit lazy, or I'm not willing to put out the effort, or I'm not willing to give this up. And then you say, am I willing to give this up, or am I willing to create this habit in order to procure the results that I want? So the unconscious mind gets programmed by your declaration, or your intentions, or your list of manifestations, your notes that you make about yourself. Like I am is the most powerful statement. I am healthy. And what you want to do is get into a nice relaxed state a few times a day and just read your little note cards, read your declaration, or read your list of intentions, and just keep on cutting those grooves into your mind. You know, I am healthy, I am strong. It can be that simple. Because a lot of times you'll see people, I'll talk to people all the time, oh, I'm trying. I would if I could, but I can't. Or I can't afford it. You know what I mean? And it's like, whoa, you just told the universe what's going on. You just told yourself what kind of life you want to live. And you might not even be aware of it. You're looking at the objective reality. You're not looking at the subjective inward state. That's what matters. That's what I'm trying to say. And the reason why I've been so distant is because I've been going through that process of like raw foods is just not enough. It's freaking epic because my breath don't stink. And hella people got some stinky ass breath. And they breathe on me and I'm like, whoa, even they're raw foodists. Because they don't drink enough green juice and they don't digest everything. And I just slam enzymes, and I've been doing it for years. And I take the probiotics and been doing that for years. And then I watch my food combining, and I've been doing that for years. And then I drink the parsley and the green juices, which neutralize. Then I get plenty of oxygen and sunlight, and that makes it very difficult for those negative, unfriendly bacteria to proliferate. And that keeps my from having bad breath, and it keeps my pheromones healthy, and it keeps me in a good healthy state, you know. So that's why I try to recommend green juice, and I try to recommend making sure you're digesting all your food, taking a day, one day every week to maybe just go on a liquid diet. Greens, juices are good, and balancing out your diet with fruits, vegetables, and the nuts and seeds, you know. And the reason why I've been so skinny lately is because I haven't been working out, because I've been working out on my mind. Because I'm telling you, the programs that I got were holding me back, and I was ruining my whole life. by my unconscious programs. I had my conscious intent, but I had the unconscious programs because I didn't know how to reprogram my unconscious mind by getting into a theta state of meditation and then reading my intentions or declarations at that time when I'm in that receptive state. When you're in the theta state, that's when you're like from age 1 to 7. You're like in a real theta state, absorbing everything. Then when you get older, you get worried and you're always in the beta state or the alpha state at best, and you hardly ever get into the theta and delta states, to where you can just reprogram. So when you get into the theta state, that's when you reprogram yourself. But if you're in the beta and the alpha states, you're generally more in objective reality. You're looking at things. You're not going on the inward journey where you're dealing with things subjectively. Like, don't worry about what's going on the outside. Create your world from the inside out. It's the inner world that needs to be cleaned up, and that's why I've been so distant. I probably am going to start coming out of it now that I'm feeling this way. But this has been a very, very intimate time for me in my life with myself. I gave away everything, and I was just an open book, and I gave my all, and because I loved it, and I still do. But there was like, it was like, like the videos when I got sick, it was like nobody realized no one even really knows what I was going through at that time. It had nothing to do with my diet or anything stupid like that. It had to do with major unconscious stress and the inability I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with reality as it was. And I was resisting it. And sometimes diseases will be produced when it's trying to get you to wake up, man. Wake up, dude. And your immune system gets compromised by stress, and a lot of it can be unconscious. So we got to be gentle with it. You can't say, "Oh, Dan McDonald's diet doesn't work," because my diet is the best one there is, because it's a balance of fruits, vegetables, herbs, nuts and seeds, superfoods, mineral supplementation, enzymes. Working in the modern world, it's like if you want to get results, you got to do what works. I know a lot of people don't dig the enzymes, but they're not realizing, what it's all about. Enzymes come out of a need. Why? Because everybody cooks their food. 99.9% of the people cook their food. What does that mean? You're destroying the enzymes in your food that allow the vitamins and minerals to be utilized. And you wonder why all these people go nutso. Because if your brain isn't functioning and you have no synergy and you have no conductivity, you'll have no electricity and you'll have no illumination of the life force energy within your body to carry out all the metabolic functions. So the enzymes are just out of necessity for the fact that everyone eats the cooked food. And also, the food just is not what it used to be. The organic produce is not wild food. I go out here to the canyons and I'm picking wild food though during the day, so I'm stoked. I'm eating the malva, and there's a bunch of other wild herbs out there that I could eat and supplement those dankety minerals. But for most of us, we got to concentrate this nutrition and do everything we can. That's why I like the Shilajit. That's why I like the enzymes. That's why I like to eat 100% raw. That's why I like to culturize the nuts and seeds so they're 100% more, a million times more bioavailable. So it's just those things, that I want to continue to share with people and help them, because I know there's been a lot of people that have been just wanting to know how to get on point. And it's just like, drink green juice every day. Whatever your ailment, a jar of juice is going to help you. Wow, we're only 9 minutes and I'm done. It's a freaking miracle, man. Oh, baby. Celery, cucumber, cilantro, dill, lemon, habanero, chronic. You can leave the habanero out if you want. There's a million green juice recipes, but those herbs, they heal your heart. They ground you, nourish you, purify you, detoxify you. Can you dig it, baby? More videos to come. All right. More videos to come, DTM style, rocking it. Gonna put on a nice shirt and get a kitchen somewhere and make some recipe videos. What I'm all about. I don't want to let you go. I don't want to let you go. Let's just chill out for a minute. I am healthy. I am radiantly healthy. I am abundant. I am experiencing massive abundance. I am happy. I am filled with love, and the possibilities are infinite. That's my favorite one. My heart is filled with love, and the possibilities are infinite. That one's like a crutch for me. It's like dope. But man, I'm telling you, it's the truth. My heart is filled with love, and the possibilities are infinite. That is what we need to realize, is that the possibilities are infinite. The field of creativity is there, all for the paintbrush of your imagination. I'm sitting on a gold mine here, and I didn't really realize the power of it, but I'm getting more and more better at it. You know, each day that goes along, I'm getting more and more able to stay laser focused and not fall back into the default programs. So get intentional, write your stuff down, like what matters to you, what do you want to create, and stay focused on that, and have an attitude of expectancy, and have an attitude of assumption, like it's already there. It's already there. It's already made up. And you can have anything you want. Anything. Some bigger things are going to take a little more focus. Some simple things are just quick and easy. You can shift your confidence in a second. You can shift your abundance. You can shift your financial consciousness DNA blueprint within a few short sessions of reprogramming. So reprogram, baby. I'm going to let you go now. And I'm going to go out and play at the beach. It's already dark, but I was at the beach all day today. Did a little bit of work, but just working on the work so that I can show up in a better way and be more of the light regenerator that I am and always have been for you, so you can have some knowledge and information and inspiration from a dude who's just right in the middle of it with us, having a great time. Some ups and downs, there's no doubt. I've always been that way. I mean, it's just like, you know, but I'm coming out of it because I see the power of the mind and I want to share that. So we got the body with the food. You got to make sure you can't be all clogged up with nasty food and plugged up and your brain doesn't work. And then you get the mind right, and then the heart and the emotions get stabilized, and you get that heart filled with love, and you just keep your mind intentional. Use your mind as an imagination tool. Then you start to create the life that you've always dreamed of. Okay. I appreciate you very much, and I will talk to you shortly. Let me know if you want to see some more videos. Seriously, if you missed the old DTM, you've been going through it, man. I've been going through. I've been sifting through the unconscious childhood programs, the story, and I repeated the same crap so many times that it takes a minute to switch this thing around. You know, and it really brought me down because I was just going off the default mechanism, but I got to think powerfully. You know what I mean? Amen. So thank you all for being here and taking care of yourselves and living intentionally and being a light in the world and lifting everybody up around you by that look in your eye, by that gleam that you know the law and you use it for your benefit. And you have an attitude of expectancy. You know it's already there, whatever you want to create, because there's a dream and a path in your heart, in your stomach, really. I feel like it comes from my stomach. A dream that's been planted in me by God. You know, to just poof, be what I'm supposed to be here. So let it ride, I'm out.